What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
Just a little tidbit observation of mine that I was just thinking about. You know what I realized? Because I'm the type of guy, I'm a Virgo. You know, Virgos, we analyze stuff. We watch everything and we analyze stuff. Sometimes a little bit, it can be too much analyzing the way we analyze stuff. But I've noticed something. If a woman has pet, a pet like a dog, or even two or three pets, she's been single too long. I've noticed that women who have multiple pets tend to be single for long periods of time. They never really have mates, now, do they have men that they deal with? Yeah, they have guys that slide through and, put wood to them. But I'm talking about like a guy that's gonna, after the wood putting is done, he ain't picking up his clothes saying, all right then, baby, I didn't go back home to my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I've noticed that every woman that I've known have been single for like years long. Like, it starts off with like one pet, like one dog. They'll get one dog. Okay, they just finished a relationship. Oh, I'm gonna be single for a while, so they'll be single for maybe a year. You know what I'm saying? Hot girl summer and shit like that. They'll celebrate that for about maybe a year, year and a half, 2 years. They probably deal with a guy here and there, come through, put meat to him. So they just got a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really want nothing serious just yet. But eventually that woman's gonna want something serious. And then they're gonna be trying to find that, and all they're gonna get is just dick after dick. Dudes, got chicks, there other chicks they're dealing with, friends and benefits, ain't really nothing solid, you know what I'm saying? Somebody they can play around with, but ain't nobody really claiming, holding her up in the air as this is my lady, come meet my mama. That's when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I think eventually a woman gets to the point where, okay, guys, I can get a guy because I hear women say all the time, "Well, I can get a man, no problem. I can call up a dick right now." Yeah, that's dick. But after the dickening, that's not even a word. After the dickening, he putting on his clothes, going home to his wife, and you know that. And a lot of times women say they don't. I don't care shit. She got to deal with him. I ain't got to deal with him. He could come through and take care of my needs. Going, yeah, but when he get up and leave after he nut, you know damn well you lay in that bed and 2 o'clock in the, it may not hit you once you go to sleep. You wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, like, damn, I ain't got nobody in this bed. Nobody want to stay the night with me. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, ain't nobody gonna be here with me. You know what I'm saying? And it gotta hurt when that man get up and he getting ready to go back home with his wife and stuff. It gotta hurt when that man be like, oh shit, I gotta go home to my wife. Shit, I need to make her breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, this man can stay and make me breakfast, but all he doing is leaving $20 on the nightstand and say, hey, baby, you can get some McDonald's. I'm just saying, like, so I think eventually, like, I hate to be putting, I got a friend of mine, I got a homegirl of mine, she got three dogs. And I said, baby, you've been single too long. You've been single too long. You know what I'm saying? Now, people say, well, why don't you hook up with her? Like, now, you know what? We ain't really like that. We just friends, she lives in Florida, just friends, and that's it. It ain't never went to that level. But I was just watching her. I'm like, you've been sick because she's been single now 5 years. Now, has she dealt with men since then? Yeah. But like I said, it's all just been playful fun, friends with benefits. Dude's got other women they're dealing with. He just scratching the itch for her, and then she move on. But eventually, like that itch scratching gonna get tiring, and then also different dicks in and out of your life. And a lot of times that wears on a woman, I think, more than it wears on a man. There's niggas in and out of you, dicking you down, like, especially the older you get. I think that eventually wears on a woman. You know what I'm saying? People say, well, why it don't wear on men? It do. It wear on men too, but I think men, we're built for that. We're built to just have a man can screw, get up, have no emotion to the woman, get up, go home to his wife and get in the bed. Like homeboy said on that Chris Rock movie, he said, I can go fuck 5 different women, go home, get in the bed with my wife and sleep like a baby. We don't you know what I'm saying? Like women kind of something that women starting to get that gene too. But I think when women start to get it, they've been with too many men. They don't start out like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think when a woman has been with so many men that it kind of numbs her. And don't no man want no numb woman. You know what I'm saying? No woman, no emotion. So then they just have just a plethora of just, you know, revolving dicks in and out, in and out of their life. You know what I'm saying? Dick after dick after dick, 50, 60 years old. I know a 70-year-old woman still messing with married men. So it's like, she done been with too many men. It's just, she just got dick, and she got a dog. I think she's talking about she's gonna get another dog. I said, there you go. It's always a telltale sign. You've been single. And a lot of times that's a telltale sign to a lot of men. I think a lot of men think the same way I think. When they see a woman that got like cats and dogs and hamsters and shit, you're like, oh, this bitch done been through some men. Or she done been single too long. You know what I'm saying? Like too long. When they start collecting them pets, and the more pets they get, the longer the longer they've been without a man. You know what I'm saying? you know, and it's not saying that they can't get a man. Like I said, they can get a man. I've been seeing some fine chicks with 6, 7 dogs, fine as hell, but they can't keep them. Dudes is just busting nuts and bouncing. You know what I'm saying? They busting nuts and all right, baby. I'm wash my dick in your sink and I'm gonna get on. I gotta get up tomorrow and take my girlfriend to work. You know what I'm saying? Like they going home to the women that they actually care about. Which is kind of sad because it's like you think about it, it's like these dudes is coming through hitting them. They're like, you know, they come through dick, as the women call them. I just have a man to do to scratch my itch. You know, the sad part about that is the woman that if the woman that he really cared about died, he would be devastated. If you died, you'd probably be hurt, but he'd probably be like, damn. Well, I know you thinking like, shit, she has some good pussy. Shit, I gotta find me another one now. Damn, she done died. Damn. You know, I hate this sounds cruel, but it's the truth. I've heard motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. I got a story. I'll tell it in the next video. But I knew a friend of mine. He was dealing with a chick. He had a little side chick he was dealing with, and she got killed in a car accident. And he was like, "Damn, man." First thing came to his mind was like, "Damn, that brought some good ass pussy, man. Shit." Like, damn, nigga, you ain't thinking about the. But that wasn't. He didn't care about her like that. He had a girlfriend that he cared about. Now, had she passed away like that, he'd have been devastated. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all. So think about this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button.